Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
I am Sabrina Lynn Brenham, and I'm a candidate for Dallas City Council District 8. I'm the #1 candidate, and I am place 1 on the ballot. My integrity, my loyalty, and my commitment would allow me to be the best Dallas City Council person in D8.
Paid for by Sabrina Lynn Brenham Campaign.
The mega teen event of the year is back. So make plans to attend the Best Southwest Everything Teen Expo 2023, Saturday, April 15th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Soto Town Center. We are calling all teens ages 12 to 18 to come build meaningful and positive relationships with your community. This one-day event will feature empowering workshop seminars, motivational speakers, a prom fashion show, live entertainment, giveaways, and so much more. It's the mega teen event of the year, the Best Southwest Everything Teen Expo 2023, Saturday, April 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the DeSoto Town Center, located at 211 East Pleasant Run Road in DeSoto, Texas. For vendor opportunities, call 972-230-9663. Yeah!
You know, we record.
Nick Cannon, what we doing in the media room?
Oh, what are we turning up in the media room? It sound like.
Hey, what's up? It's Shawnee Scott, owner of Media Room 360. And since we have been airing on the CW and Media Room 360 streaming platform, I've received a lot of calls from you that want to start your own show, but you don't know how to start your own show. So here at Media Room 360, me, DJ Big Bink, Action Jackson, and Michael Shawn have all come up with a great idea for you. We are going to give you 12 weeks of training. You'll get to come in, work on our shows, and learn how to put your own show together. At the end of this 12 weeks, once you have your show together, we will produce your 28.5-minute show. All you have to do to get more information or let us know that you're interested in participating is email me at info@mediaroom360.com, and I'll share more details with you there.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
What happened? We're here now.
Oh, tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Technical difficulty. Oh, technical difficulty. It happens. It's live radio, people. It's live radio. Well, it's live podcasting. It's a live viewer, whatever we call this. Yes. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, welcome. It's a Thursday. Oh, it's a Wednesday. Pardon me. It's a Wednesday, March 29th. My month is just about over. It flew by. April is coming in. It'll be April Fool's. Oh, man, that March is damn. You know you can know when you say time. I hate when people say March flew by. No, it didn't fly by. It went exactly the same amount of time as it always does.
But it did.
It always, when you get older, wow, it just flew by. No, it didn't. It did not. It was the same 24 hours each day. But that's what happens. All of a sudden, I guess you realize, you're on the other side of a certain age. Okay. So let's get it started. We got a lot to cover today. I have to leave early. I got to leave here by 8:40 Eastern Standard Time. Would it be 7:40 Central Standard Time? And that would be really, really early on the West Coast. So I'll start eating, meeting, money, more. Okay, Shawnee Scott, how was your night last night?
My day yesterday was eventful.
Mm-hmm.
We saved Big Bink's break room, of course, with the city of DeSoto. The nice commercial that you did.
Round of applause for that. Yeah.
Then I went to what I have been asking everybody here in Dallas County to go to, which was the recusal hearing for our friend to the show, Judge Amber Givens. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Yeah, but you know what? This was a waste of time. I am very disappointed with our DA's office that they wasted our time like this. So this hearing is we having this recusal hearing. If you're in Dallas County, your tax dollars are paying for this because they're saying that she was biased because she asked both sides to make sure they provided all of the evidence. Okay. So the DA's office didn't give all of the evidence. And that was found out 2 days before they were supposed to go to trial. So she said, nah, y'all got to bring all of the evidence. And so they brought some evidence. And then they said that she's biased because she sat there and looked through all of the evidence that they brought. And it's like, well, ain't that what the judge supposed to do? So I am very disappointed in our DA's office. John Cruzo, shame on you for bringing in, paying for another judge to come from Rockwall. This man came all the way from Rockwall to sit on this bench to listen to this for an hour. Somebody else's case could have been being heard other than this. Y'all are wrong. And then come to find out the judge that was sitting on the bench is friends with John Cruzo. So I mean, what are you doing? Just dang. This is ridiculous.
So that
I can't believe that. And hey, Kenya. But a whole lot of people came out to support her. So shout out to everybody that came out. What's his name? Mr. Fleming. Mr. Fleming is like, he's like our Eric Mays. You know Eric Mays in Detroit.
Some people are familiar, but some people are familiar.
Well, they different, but that's like Mr. Fleming. If you saw him, you wouldn't think that he was as knowledgeable as he is on everything that goes on in Dallas. But he was there, which was good because he was responsible for. He's a graduate of South Oak Cliff. I guess he probably in his 60s or something, but he was very instrumental in Carter, the school that I graduated from. Even though he didn't graduate from there, and SOC getting these new renovations that they got. Now SOC got some better stuff than Carter, because SOC looks really good now when you drive through the hood and see this nice state-of-the-art high school right in the middle of the hood. So that was nice to see him there supporting her. That's good to know that he's on our side. And then after that, we had the broadcasting class, and I had to pray to keep my decorum and professionalism because we had an idiot on there.
The broadcasting class.
That's not right. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Call spade a spade.
I shouldn't say that.
She's a teacher. She can't call the students idiots.
Listen, girl.
Challenge.
If you would have on this call, because when I popped over, because sometimes I'm not on the screen, but I can't see, but I'm on another screen and I'm talking. I come back to the Zoom call and there's somebody on there laying on the couch with a blanket. And it wouldn't left when I clicked the person in because the stuff that they were saying. And I was like, okay, we gonna be polite because you never know. Maybe this just their personality. Then Mike came in on some of the BS being said. So I thought Mike was going to say something. Mike didn't say nothing. And then I come back to the screen. I'm in the middle of presenting. This man done laid all across the couch with a blanket and doing all kinds of
things. And he ain't got no shirt on.
Yeah, I ain't got no shirt on.
Now let me. He said something like it seemed like he had taken the class simply to try and holler at Shawnee. And Shawnee said she thought, and I want to say this: Shawnee thought I was gonna come and check him and go in on him. I am proud of myself because this is her professional business. So there are going to be people who try and holler at her. There are going to be people who are going to be on this screen simply to get at her. I was the mature person. Now, when I'm the regular Mike, wow. Everybody tells me, Mike, that's what she's doing for a living. You can't deny. When I'm the regular motherfucker who goes in there and lets off on people, and tells them to put a damn shirt on, you look like you living in a trap house right now. What is you talking about?
The Red Boy was there. He said he thought he was being punked. He thought it was like a skit. Like, wait, is this a joke? Like,
Yeah, Red Boy was there. Red Boy, I wanna shout out Red Boy. He was very professional. His questions were good questions and stuff like that. But I want to go back to me. See, this is where you damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Oh wow.
When you go in guns a blazing, and I walk in there, then everybody be like, yo, and mind you, I didn't want to eliminate a potential customer from the person, but I text her. I said he got one more, so I put the warning shot. I put the warning shot out there.
I know this is professional.
I said he got one more. He got one more, and then when I did my spiel and I explained Shawnee, the first thing I said is that she's not for the bullshit, and obviously I was directed towards a certain person, that person. But he turned out to be, at the end, he put a shirt on. He sent an email saying he was unprofessional and all the other stuff. Shawnee sent me the email, so that his email will be responded by me. I will respond to that email.
Well, that's not professional having you.
No, that is. I'm one of the consultants.
Mike is a teacher.
I'm one of the consultants.
No, he's one of the teachers.
Okay.
He's one of the teachers.
But he didn't address the email to. He didn't address the email to Mike.
That's all good.
It don't matter. It
There's
don't
a ton
matter.
of emails I send to companies and somebody else, a representative, responds to the email. Don't start with me. I did well. I was proud of myself. I thank God. When I got done, I thanked God. I said, God, thank you for allowing me not to turn.
No shoes, no shirts, no service. That's
Yeah, and then I thank God too, because it was some stuff I wanted to say, and I was like, okay. Okay. That was my day.
Yeah. How was your day, Sexy Mo? How was your day yesterday?
Not as spicy as y'all.
Right? Topless men. What is going on?
Topless men. I ain't have all of that now. Not on my Zoom.
It's raining, man. Go ahead, Mike.
You know, yesterday I was super busy. I was working on these ads. You guys know that I am. Y'all know I'm running for Queen Ozil Grand Lodge here in New Jersey. So, you know, I was busy doing stuff for that, and doing a lot of charity work yesterday is what I was doing.
Very nice, very nice. Round of applause.
With a shirt on.
With a shirt on.
With a shirt on.
Even though without a shirt, without a shirt, you'd have probably made more money for that charity. I'm gonna tell you right now. Without a shirt,
that's good.
Charity. Ain't none of that going on.
That's all I'm saying.
Red Boy, I forgot to hit record. I was supposed to record that, but I forgot to hit record. I'm glad I didn't hit record.
They might have donated
the introductory.
They might have donated to the charity in singles, but I'm just saying they still would have donated. They still would have donated.
Everybody had their shirt on.
Jay Black, how was your day yesterday?
They was shout out to Alfreda real quick, Afro Queen, Shawn Robinson, Diane, Kenya, Don Page, what up? Red Boy and Random Rick. I went baby shower. They had me at some baby shower venue, looking at venues. I guess to get ready for the baby shower.
Oh, stun on them hoes. What are we doing then? You're gonna pay that.
Wait,
this ain't gonna be at no house.
That's not a stunt when you have a baby shower.
No, you going to venue.
You going to venue.
You going to
venue.
venue.
No, not like that. The little venues, the small buildings, like
I don't care what it is. You stunting. You trying to flex on people early in the morning.
I was just going to make sure the environment was safe. And when I saw a bunch of YTs and people with mummers outfits walking by, so this is a safe environment. This ain't nothing but YTs.
You must have been down
mummers.
South Philly.
No, it was actually up the suburbs. I was like, they must have rented the place
out. You know the mummers that organization been known to be pretty racist. I
think they just had the event for that night. Either way, it was that was
what are mummers?
I'm gonna explain to you. New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, or whatever the day is, they have a huge parade. They're called the mummers, who throw the parade. I've been stuck where they were practicing. I've been stuck in traffic because they were practicing, and I was down a one-way street. So they do this huge parade in Philadelphia. It's called the Mummers Parade. I don't know how.
It's white folk shot. That's all it is.
That's all it
White
is.
folk.
White
And they all dress up in these crazy costumes.
It's 98% white people. Stop that.
They all have routines. They practice all year long. It's an annual. They wear. I think somebody gets an award at the end. They'll be spinning
Not
umbrellas.
just costumes. You think Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras with steroids. With nobody else but white people. I don't think there's been
Mummers Day
I don't think there's been a Jackie Robinson in the Mummers yet. I don't. They would have been profiled. They would have been like, yo, the first black mummer to ever be. I've never seen one. But
I don't see one black person.
I've actually been someplace where I had to stay over, and they were practicing like literally outside where I stayed over, and it's nothing that you can relate to. Nothing that you can relate to. Just a bunch of costumes, but that's
People
the
have
mummer.
their doors open all down South Philly afterwards. It's an all-night party. I love the Mummers Parade and the afterflow.
If you're a struggling alcoholic, you do not want to go to the Mummers Parade. I'm just gonna tell you, don't even. It's like, don't even do it. It's like celebrating St. Patty's. That's a whole.
It was a safe environment, so
yeah, because it was white people. Yeah, listen to you stereotyping. You think it's safe because white people were there. Listen to this.
It was a fire station.
All right, Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
It was a firehouse or whatever. I said, okay, yeah. They good.
J Black been bamboozled. There's whiteies here, so this should be safe. Yeah. They were like, how much do you want? No, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Coming from the guy who always looks for.
Yeah, people that look like me, but the video will be people that look like me. It's going to be all people that look like me. I just want to make sure the neighborhood, that environment was copacetic.
Well, y'all all said y'all was comfortable in the hood. That's what y'all said. Why don't y'all have it on the block? Like, why don't y'all get a venue on the block? All three of y'all was like, I'm so comfortable in the hood. I'm comfortable in the hood. I like the hood. Shawnee said we gonna move to the hood.
Yeah, we are right over there on MLK and
I wish I would live anywhere near MLK Boulevard. I wish I would.
The house is still there. I saw it the other day when I was picking the girls up from school.
No disrespect. I'm not living near nowhere named after a civil rights leader. Nowhere. I'm sorry. Marcus Garvey.
Malcolm X.
I don't. Malcolm X. Martin Luther King.
MLK and Malcolm X.
Nope.
I went to MLK High School.
Yeah, look how you turned out. All right. That's how it is. There it is. You turned out. I saw the post Lady Q put up too. Lady Q put up a post. Let me find his Lady Q post. This is so adorable. This is adorable. Let me show you what Martin Luther King High School. Let me just get to this. What Martin Luther King High School created. Where is it? Hold on. Let me get Lady Q. Why can I find?
I mean, King High School in Germantown is not. Well, never mind.
Well, no, Germantown shut down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, they shut down. I wonder why they shut down. So, Lady Q, Lady Q said, my husband's thoughts when I tell him he needs to come to our son's school. And then the song is, if you want somebody to take it there or take it that far, he's the one. And there's a picture of him and his son and a big ass monster dog walking down the street. And the dog's like this.
Just walking, my dog.
Just walking down the street in a nice whitey area. He got a fight dog. The chain that's on the dog literally weighs 32 pounds. The chain that is on the dog, and they both holding him. Dad and the son are trying to hold the dog back.
How to control, and train to walk the dog. So you know,
somebody mess with you, just let go of the leash.
They got this beautiful dog with a leash that has spikes in it. If he moves too much, it
does.
I know you do.
Yeah, it has to be because they're so strong. Them bodies are strong.
Yeah. Whenever you have a dog that has to have thorns going in his throat, it is not a cute dog. Let me tell you.
What? How old is he?
Ain't gonna come get you for that.
The dog was a year and a half now. It was a pandemic dog. So two. It's a girl. Girls are more protected. Boys are more.
It's not a girl or a boy. It's a killer. That's what it is. It ain't a boy or a girl.
If I get another ride, I want to get a boy because I had a boy and girl, and that girl, ooh, Lord.
Yeah,
girls are better riders. I've always had girls.
J Black feeds him gunpowder.
I did that when I was like 18.
J Black. No, let me start this.
J Black. I always bring up that
J
story.
Black. Hold up. J Black is the first person to tell me that hip hop does not influence young people, right? Right? He says hip hop doesn't influence young people. He heard Biggie Smalls say, and I feed him gunpowder so they can devour the individuals, trying to drop my decimals. And you know what he did? He fed his dog gunpowder.
That was many.
You know how Donald Trump that is?
Oh, gunpowder.
Because he heard Biggie say it.
That's what people was doing in the hood back then.
Because they heard Biggie
with their
say
food, and it made them more vicious. That was
and you gonna tell me hip hop don't influence?
I think I was a minor. I wasn't even an adult. I wasn't even 18. I don't think
that proves my point even more. Let me clap it up for me. I've been trying to tell you hip hop is doing everything.
Always bring up that.
Come on, raise your kids. Your mom did the best she could. Your mom is a great mom, and her dumbass son was feeding the dog gunpowder because a rapper told him. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, trendsetters.
That was dumb. That was people don't do that, kids.
That wasn't dumb. You was being influenced. You was being influenced.
More so my neighborhood and my homies.
He was influencing the whole neighborhood.
Biggie said.
Biggie said. Because I feed him gunpowder. I got devour. Try to decimals.
I wonder if there's some truth to that though. I don't know. But it
ain't always what it seems.
Well, that's like
it
poison will make them delirious and make them
make them crazy, and then you got to put thorns in their throat.
No, they naturally aggressive.
The SPCA is gonna get you for that collar.
I always had collars like that for mine when I was training them. Now, once they got trained, then I could take it off. But walking in because the
well, we got to do a checklist because ain't no Rockwaller gonna be in my house. So we gonna
they're super protective over you though, and everyone that lives there.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing no animal that jump on my couch and all them get them off the couch. I gotta call the cops. Ain't gonna be no Rockwallers. Ain't gonna. No. Hey,
that's why you train them from the pup.
My sister has pit bulls.
7, 8 weeks, you get them.
My sister does the rescue thing for dogs. She's had pits, she's had everything, and they've been
mom.
Yeah, they've been super good. They're lovely dogs. They're amazing, but they won't be in my house.
They're good dogs, though.
Oh my!
If you get a rider, you'll love it.
Yeah, I want another rider. I want to get a
my son had a boxer, and someone stole the boxer.
Oh, the boxers! Everybody was trying to get the boxers.
Beautiful dog.
It must have been real little because ain't no dog.
No. Angel was not little. We got Angel when Gabe was born, so they were basically like the same. They grew up together.
They stole the little girl's dog. Remember the guy shot the
what kind of dog let you steal him?
Who's the singer?
A domesticated one.
A domesticated one. One that doesn't have have thorns in his throat. That one. That dog. The one that doesn't have thorns in his throat. The one that isn't reenacting the crucifixion. That one. Lady Gaga. They shot the guy who was the dog walker got shot.
Yes.
And he stole the little Frenchies. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That was a setup too, and the person that they got the prize money. And you know what? You know what's funny about the Lady Gaga story? The person that turned them in was a part of stealing the dogs and did it for the reward money. Yeah. And they said because she said no strings attached, no worry about you paying, she's suing Lady Gaga for that reward money, even though she's locked up in jail for stealing the dog.
That's smart. That's a smart setup.
I think she got to pay her.
You know what?
Gonna have to pay her. Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everybody rocking with us. Good morning.
Chicken wing.
271 pounds.
I can't have a 271 pound dog in my house.
No, you got a heavyweight fighter in your house.
I like the bull mastiffs too because they so big.
Hold on, let me add that to my list of another dog that won't be in my house.
You walk them dogs, ain't nobody gonna bother you. You walking down the street with a bull mastiff.
Boom, man.
Might as well get a Great Dane for all that, huh?
Right.
Well, the Great Danes are so lean. They big. They're so lean. The bull mastiff is like a thick dog. It look like you walking a bear.
Well, they drool and slobber too much. Them big ones like that. That's
ain't having no bear in my house. We need another bedroom for this son of a bitch because 271 pounds. All right. My day was fine. I want to get to allegedly, so Mo, get ready. My day was fine. Everything was good. I was at work. I got pissed off because we closed at 6:30, and this dude came in here and decided that he wanted to ship a guitar.
Wow.
And it was a huge guitar, and it was all and because a guitar takes a whole lot of packing, and there's a whole lot of extra stuff you got to do. You got to.
He didn't bring it in with the packaging already in the box. He just bought just the guitar. He just came with a guitar. Like, yo, I need y'all to send this.
He came to. No, people do that. People do that. Like y'all some ridiculous people. Y'all just bring like y'all will bring like a microwave and just say, "Can you send it like this?" No, UPS ain't going to like. I got to pay for a box. I gotta pay for a box for a microwave. Do you actually think I can hand the UPS driver a freaking microwave and he's gonna take it? No, So at 6:30, this dude came in. Now the guitar was in a cover. It was in a nice cover. You could tell it was an expensive guitar, but it was 6:30. It was time to go, and I couldn't hide the ice grill. Like I couldn't hide it.
The frustration on your face.
Like this is my look to him. I said, have you shipped here before? Can I get your phone number? And the lady next to me, Miss Cheney, was like after I got some of the information and I had to grab the label, she was like, she always calls everybody, baby, you all right? I said, yes, Miss Cheney, I'm all right. And I was like, Miss Cheney, I'm gonna have to curse around you, and I apologize for cursing, but these are the motherfuckers I hate right here who walk in. Somebody is you see the vacuum cleaning going on. We already vacuuming.
We got half the one side of the door is already locked. We just wait.
All the lights ain't even on.
We try to deter people. It's 6:28. What are you doing?
What are you doing? And it wasn't even 6:28. I get it. I take that. You right. We still open. 6:30. And I get mad at the people because
that's your fault for not locking the door. If it was 6:30.
No, because I don't have the keys yet. But now I know where the keys are at. And I promise you, when I work at 6:30, I will be like, click, click, and that will be it. I'll be right there. Click, click. I found where the key. I said, oh, the keys is right there. And they don't mind if you go, they're like, oh, thank you. So this was the challenge, right? At 6:30, everybody is now in and everybody's working. Technically, I can leave.
6:30, I'm off.
I can go. But there's enough people in there, and if I leave, there's only 2 people who are going to be at the front. So I said, I guess that's why I was responsible on Shawnee's media room class, because I was responsible at work. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hold it down with y'all till we get done everybody. So we got done everybody, and I stayed in there. And I think I left close to 7 o'clock. It was like close. What time did we close? Did we close at 6 or 6:30? What time do I get off? Shawnee, 6 or 6:30?
6:30. You get off at 6:30.
Oh, 6:30. That's right. All right, 6:30.
So what did you do? You had to put it in a box though, because they had it in there. How did you box that up?
Now you got to get the special guitar box.
Yes.
You got to get the special guitar box.
Oh, so they got to pay money for that.
You got to because I asked him if he wanted insurance. I didn't even want to ask him that, but I had.
He was going to say no.
No, because normally when it's something like that, they add it. We already come with $100 insurance, and most people say nah. But when you got a guitar like that, you would think maybe you'd want to put more on. But he said no, and I said thank God, so I ain't got to hit another button. That's good.
Just get him out fast.
Get him out, and I ain't got to add money and then go to that screen and then switch over and use that mouse and all that. RR. He's one of those last minute people that trying to come in. I don't know what RR.
Random Rick.
Yeah, because Random Rick said your door open, you open. So that's your fault. That's your fault.
No, real talk. So I hung in there and I helped. Well, I didn't help pack. And then my boss was like, you know what? When I was about to leave, I always say good night. I ain't one of the people who just dip out and just run out. I always say good night to everybody. I always be like, good night, y'all. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. And she was like, thank you, Michael. And I said, she noticed.
That was nice.
She appreciated you.
She noticed. I said, well, that was nice. I said, you know what, girl? I said, you know what? And I looked at her and I told her, I said, you know what, girl? I'm becoming a different person. My evolution.
You better turn this music off.
This is my boss. I'm talking to my boss. I said, I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to change my life and change it to a better person.
Boss just said.
A more responsible person. And this is why I stayed longer until the job was completed.
That's the type of man I am.
That's just the type of man I'm trying to become. I'm trying to be the man that just stays till the job is done. That's all I'm trying to do.
Shawnee said,
That's
"Find
all
your
I'm trying to do.
Trying to please.
That's it. Now I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna sanitize my hands thoroughly because my hands smell like boxes.
Sanitize.
Sanitize these bad boys. And then I walked out. And then I looked and I said, "You are welcome." No problem. The job done. Call the kid.
Hell no, Dante.
Call the kid.
All right.
Call the kid.
You already doing
Did she
your job.
smile when she said thank you? Did she smile at you?
That bitch winked.
That was good timing. You was fast.
And she went.
Yeah, Trent said we'll take any Casio classics. That Casio classic, I'm gonna make that. That's gonna be a banger. We're gonna make a song to that. We're gonna make a song. But I had to look out because the ladies always looked out for me with all the situations I've had with calling out of work and stuff like that. It's never been held against me and anything like that. So
Dang, they ain't never document you for that?
Nah.
Wow. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you spend 2 hours a day with me. Do you see my personality?
And everybody
But you got to be consistent. That ain't right. Because if Raphael call out, he getting rolled up. We got to write everybody up. We got to be consistent.
Everybody ain't the type of supervisor you are, Jay Black.
Be consistent.
Well, this is all I know. From now on, you get off at 5:30. So at 5:31, I expect a call.
6:31. 6:31.
5:31 my time. All that. Calling at 16.
Hey, you ain't got nothing to worry about, baby girl. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You already know that phone call coming. You know I sent that text. I'm still at work to you. Don't be trying to mislead these people watching this show. You know you got that text. I'm still at work.
You missed it. Oh God.
Don't play with me. All right, let's get into it. It's all right. So we got 15 minutes. Play that allegedly intro and let Sexy Mo get into her stories. Remember, we reserve the right to retract any story that Mo says. We don't know if it's true or not. We've actually had to stop Mo in mid-sentence to be like, this ain't true. This is, and she's been like, my bad. So at some point, someday in the week, we're gonna make a specific day where it's called not allegedly with Sexy Mo, but Psych with Sexy Mo. But she just scrolls better than you. That's all she does. So here it is, allegedly with Sexy Mo.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly with Sexy Mo. Powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
Shout out to Trendsetter. I never, I always skip over that. Yes, this lovely intro I had.
I don't know where he got that picture from when you was stunting. I don't know where you got that picture from, boy.
He has his ways. I appreciate that. But so this is the week of the makeups, breakups, lockups to more lockups. We're gonna start off with America's Next Top Model, Eva the Diva. Yes, Eva the Diva. You know, she is actually divorcing her husband, Mike Sterling. She filed for divorce after 5 years of marriage. And, you know, of course, I had hope for them because I was like, she found her a good, wholesome man. He ain't in the industry. You know, he's a politician. Well, maybe that's not so wholesome.
Yeah, maybe that's not so wholesome. Yeah, but go ahead.
You know, he was just like a regular dude. He wasn't like a high profile guy. So I thought that this was going to be a good look for her. Well, 5 years later, 2 kids down.
Oh, wow.
2 kids with him.
She had 2 kids with him. Of course, she had Marley prior to their relationship. And Marley had her last name changed from McCall to Sterling. So you had your first child's name changed. And you thought that he was going to be your forever, and your forever only lasted 5 years.
That's sad. I saw that and I was like, damn.
Yeah, she did get a. She got a regular dude.
Yeah, she filed. Regular. He didn't file. Of course, they had layouts on People magazine. It was just like a nice little family.
Well,
Buy
why
a new face.
He is a regular dude. Like,
He got a
he's
regular
not-
face. What do you
Got a
mean?
regular face.
He's a
He
regular
could be the
degular
CEO.
dude.
What does he do for a living? You said, Mo. What is he?
When I say regular degular, I'm not talking about like he's a CEO. He's not a high profile artist. He's not a producer. He's not,
He's not in the
somebody who's
industry.
yes, he's not in the industry. So
Yeah.
he's a regular degular, everyday, I can be him type of guy, is what I'm saying.
He
You
look
know?
goofy.
And so I wouldn't say goofy. I just
He
say
look
that
goofy. He look
he's
goofy looking.
the average, nice
Okay.
looking
Yeah, Mike, you're right.
professional
Let me
guy.
put this other picture up. Yeah, he look goofy.
He look goofy. I think she went. They don't seem like they're equally yoked when it comes to levels. I don't know, but we feel bad. We feel bad. We feel
Well,
bad.
she says
Had a
in
good
her
run.
divorce petition that it is they cannot reconcile. It's irreconcilable differences, and that there is no chance in hell for them to get back together.
Well, he
So
must have cheated.
I'm waiting for some stuff to come out, because when a woman puts that in a divorce document and a divorce decree, that means there's something egregious must have
Yeah, he
happened.
look goofy.
Yeah, he a goofy. He a goofball. You
Something
can tell none of these.
egregious
I haven't seen one picture that she look happy in real talk. I haven't seen one picture that she look. He the one smiling and get, because he know he outkicked the coverage. He know he
He outkicked the coverage.
I would say if you had
He
to
overachieved.
sum it up in this picture, it looks like she's saying this ninja, and he's saying, "Yeah, I
Going to the
bagged her."
Pro Bowl.
Yeah. So
The coverage.
He
we'll
be
be
wearing
following
fluffy
this.
slippers and stuff.
We'll be following this because she has she's on, of course, Love and Hip Hop, so she got a couple of dollars.
Oh, she's still on Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop,
Not Love and Hip Hop. She's on.
You mean Atlanta Housewives?
Atlanta Housewives.
Housewives. Let me take that back. Atlanta
Right.
Housewives. See, retract.
How long?
Side.
How long she been on there?
You
She
know
been
what
on
you
there for
meant.
like 5 years. Because maybe she just got the politician just because she wanted to stunt on all the other chicks. My man is in politics.
Well,
and,
no, I don't think that Eva the Diva was the type to marry just for that. If so, she would have married someone that was in the industry. However, she also has her own show on BET as well, so she's working. So she has a couple of dollars, and they didn't live in like a gigantic mansion. They lived in something that was like, of their means, a regular degular house according to Atlanta standards.
And that probably irritated the hell out of her. That probably, because her girls are probably like, no, they live in that regular shit, right? I mean, it's nice. It's nice, but they just live in that regular thing.
It came up on the show. They clowned her. They were like, "Oh yeah, her house not even $1 million house. It's up in so and so and so and so." So she did get that.
Who gets the kids though? Who gets the kids? They got 3 kids.
Well, no. So Marley is with an industry dude, and he had a lot of
oldest.
yes, he had a lot of issues, and so she ended up getting
Look like a
custody,
nice
having full
family, too.
custody.
Aw.
And the other 2 kids are with him.
Yeah, he's
So wait, he gonna get custody maybe, or we don't know. It's too soon.
I don't. Well, so herein lies. I don't know what she has filed for in the divorce, but I'm pretty sure as a woman, she's asked for primary custody of the
So
kids.
you put that expectations on a woman.
No, it's just
Beautiful
a mother that's worth her weight. I don't know any mother that just wants to say, you know what, you right, take all the kids. I don't want to deal with them.
No, Stacey Mitchell said that Queen show corny 2nd season. All right, she done dropped it on him.
I've never
I don't even know.
The Queen show, the first season I saw.
What's
and it
the Queen
was
show?
good. I haven't seen.
It's the
That's
Queen
her
show.
show. That's the Queen's
I know, but what is it? What is it?
So
What is
it's
that
on
Tyler Perry
BET.
show?
No,
Tyler Perry
it is Eva's show on BET Plus, and
Tyler Perry ain't got nothing to do with this. Ain't got nothing to do with this. Like
thought
set
he
design or nothing. He don't have.
no set design.
He's not a consultant or anything. He doesn't
don't think
consult
that
for the
he's a
Queen. Like, okay, I find it
But
hard to
she's a
believe.
strip
Tyler
club
Perry.
owner. She's a strip club owner. She's a tough cookie in this series. And it's good. I haven't seen second. She's a gangster in this series. Very believable.
Killing folks.
But haven't saw the second season yet. Haven't saw it, but so she's getting a divorce. She has money. She's working. Let's see where this goes.
Well, we hope at some point. I know you said it can't happen, but maybe at some point you guys can get back together. Who knows?
No,
you know,
when a woman
it is
say
a happy
ain't no
family.
That's what I root for.
When a woman say ain't no way, normally it ain't no way.
Oh, whatever.
That
That's
means
some
she
bullshit.
done.
That is some bullshit right there. That is the biggest line of bullshit I ever heard. When a woman say it's no way, that means it's, yeah, whatever.
Well, she filed for divorce.
It depends on how you say ain't no way. Because sometimes you can say ain't no way and it is a way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a show for women.
Other way, there's other ways you can say it.
Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Ashley. All right, what else? What else you got there, girl?
Well, speaking of hip hop, New York is in an uproar. They are holding Mayor Eric Adams to the fire right now for the taxpayers. That is, of course, it's an advocacy group who wants him to end all and sever all ties with the Universal Hip Hop Museum. So, for those who've not gone in New York, yes, the Universal Hip Hop Museum. And so some of the taxpayers' dollars are going toward, I guess, the financing the exhibit in the space. And an advocacy group called the Hip Hop Stands with Survivors are calling for him to end ties. Why? Because of Africa Bambaataa. And in the past couple of years, a lot of people have come out and said and spoke out against him sexually assaulting them as children, as kids growing up. And so they want the survivors of hip hop advocacy group, they want them to cut ties.
So tell the advocacy group to also cut ties with America, because the forefathers of America were rapists, and they had slaves, and they did every horrible thing. So cut ties with that too. Make sure you cut ties with that. Make sure next time I don't stand for the national anthem, y'all don't get an attitude.
Well, they're expecting for the executive director also to resign from his position. Right now, they're acting as a collective group.
Can you just take his one down? If there's only one person caused an issue, can we just remove his statue or whatever it is? Or no? I get what Mike's saying, not to do it because there's other.
But my thing is, the presidents that are on dollar bills and everything like that had slaves. So why should we take them off them dollar bills? Like y'all funny. Y'all just like to be in front of a camera and start something. It's a hip hop museum. It's a tourist attraction where people go to, and that's why the taxpayers' money. Your taxpayer money is going to a gang of things that y'all really need to be complaining about in New York and every city in this country. If you knew all the stuff that your taxpaying money goes to, you would be infuriated. But you're going to worry about a damn hip hop museum because one person in there who's one of the founders of hip hop is allegedly has assaulted, which is disgusting, and sexually assaulted young men and manipulated them into certain situations. Okay. You want him out? Okay, cool. Then take Elvis out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Woody Allen, he's dropping bombs today.
Let's do that. Like now y'all got morals when it comes to having a hip hop museum. Now y'all got morals. Now y'all got standards. But okay, stop watching any movie that was produced by Harvey Weinstein. How about you do that? Take them all off streams. Drop all the Harvey Weinstein movies that he was affiliated off of every streaming platform.
Well, Eric
y'all don't want to do that.
The mayor issued out a statement from his office, and he said the Universal Hip Hop Museum assured the administration that they cut ties with the Universal Zulu Nation and that of African Bambaataa.
They conceded.
And basically has not had a role at the Universal Hip Hop Museum since 2016. So that was that's what he is saying. He says, I want to make it clear that African Bambaataa has not had a role at the museum, at the Universal Hip Hop Museum since 2016, and the Universal Hip Hop Museum are not party to any activities affiliated with the Universal Zulu Nation. And that's coming from the executive director of the museum, who they're also calling for his resignation.
Yeah, they all want people to resign. Now there'll be some new organization called Black Museums Matter and shit like that. It'll be a whole circus over there in New York. Y'all are killing me with all the things that are going on in New York City. Y'all worried about a hip hop museum. Ain't that about something?
There's black people too upset about it. So wow.
Yeah, y'all. Everybody wants to be in front of a damn camera. Everybody wants to be in front of a camera.
They're canceling. This is a cancel culture. We talk about it all the time. This is a cancel culture. It doesn't matter right, wrong, different. We want to cancel. That's the first thing that we want to do. We want to cancel out everything. Let's just cancel them. But
it's just amazing how people people will have protests, and as they walk to the protest, they'll step over homeless people and go deal with their agenda. That is hilarious to me, boy. That is hilarious to me, boy. But go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Picking. I mean, we do it all the time. We pick and choose what we decide needs to be at the forefront or be at the hem of, this. What's the argument today? What's battle today? What are we fighting for today? And I think that this is just another example, like you said, as you're going to protest this thing here, at a museum, you're stepping over homeless people. You're stepping over people who, haven't had a meal maybe in 2 days. Prioritizing, I guess, what the struggle is. I guess everybody, it might be important to some people who may have been victims of predators or whatnot. But again, like you said, pick and choose what we want to be at the forefront of our.
Why don't y'all look at that? Why don't y'all demand a list from Epstein's Island to be released so you can really see who's promoting predators? There are predators that were on that list that went to Jeffrey Epstein's Island to molest kids and actually torture kids who are being promoted every day in movies. And you see them every day and you support them. Man, get your shit together. Like, look at the bigger picture. Get your ass out of here. All 7 of y'all talking about, get out of here.
No segues on. Lady Goo, we had a debate, not a debate. She said yesterday about all the shootings and the mass shootings. She said, America, they want to protect us from transgenders. They want to protect us from TikTok, but they won't protect us with these guns. She said, I don't get it. They want to make you have babies, but then, like, it was just interesting, her perspective on how they want to protect us from everything, but they will not do nothing about this gun reform.
It's the whole contradiction. Right. It's the whole contradiction. It's everything. But we'll get to this. We'll get to that. You got anything else before we hit the top of the hour?
So go ahead and hit the top of the hour because it is the top of the hour. Before we go into this other follow-up story, because I know Jay Black wants to hit this.
Oh,
not hit this, but.
Oh man! Well, Jesus, what was that? You want me? Hey, wait, something you want to tell us, Mo? Something you want to tell us? No, Dave, like, want to hit this?
What happened, Mo?
Jay Black is like the brother that I never wanted, like the uncle that gets on her.
The producer she didn't want.
Like the producer I want.
Why the breakup spreading to your square now? Now you got a little breakup.
Did that right? She pop.
You got a little popping. So all right, it's the top of the hour.
It was off yesterday, so.
That's right. Your internet was off. It's 8:00 here on the East Coast. 7:00 a.m. over there Central Standard Time, and it's super early over there on the West Coast. We don't know nothing about nothing. So let's get to it. Shawnee, can you find the birther videos? Because I got to leave here in 40 minutes, so I want to have plenty of time.
I thought Mo had another story.
That's our. We're going to cover the update on Strong because.
Just find the video anyway. Why are you so why you so feisty? Just find the video anyway.
I got the video.
We got one more
story. You
did
change the mood earlier, Michael Shawn, with all this with the lady at your job.
Oh, she's a little feisty right now. She got a little with you. Yeah. You ain't get your coffee.
You helping other bitches and shit.
No. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Just working. Just at my job.
You working it.
Doing my I ain't the one having guys with no shirt on at they business
professional settings.
At a professional setting. Ain't nobody take their shirt off at my job. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know because you stayed for 30 extra minutes. I don't know.
Well, I do know. That's the thing. You don't. I do know. I do know who had their shirt off. Go ahead, Mo. Do your last story.
And here we go. And that's why you stay in trouble, Mike. But I know Jay Black was getting to the fact that shout out to Tiffany Haddish because she got a new man. He's a crypto investor who sells crypto on IG, allegedly. So shout out to her for getting her life back together.
Did you? She said allegedly. She said allegedly on his occupation.
When somebody say, "Oh, I'm a crypto investor," I just be like, "Is it crypto, or you just got like crumbs of the crypto?"
Sorry about that, random.
A full one crypto is equivalent to, like, you got the, like, it's always crypto investors on Instagram talking about, I'm a crypto investor.
Yeah, they always until it all folds, and then nobody posts anything anymore. So what was that? You just want to shout out Tiffany Haddish?
Well, no, her, and then an update on Strong. What is I see the name escaped me.
I don't know who's Strong. Who's Strong?
We were just talking about I call him that. He's a Marvel character.
Jonathan Majors.
Yes, Majors.
Yeah.
Who's Strong come
with the
from?
snow bunny that lied on him allegedly.
Don't worry about it. That's what I call
the one who pulls his lips out like this.
Lips. Shawnee was talking about his lips, and I kept calling him Strong. I was like, yeah. So, allegedly, the person who his girlfriend is recanting is pulling back her statements, but the damage is done. My sources tell me that they're adding on more charges to him, even though that she's walking back this statement. And so here again, I told y'all last when I reported it, that once you put that allegation out there, regardless of whether it did or did not happen, his reputation is damaged.
So she's recanting, saying, "Well, it didn't happen in that way that I said. It was my bad." And they adding more charges. They're like, "Well, forget what you said."
Sources are telling me that more things are being added to this case.
Yeah, why you think I'm?
And get this just popped up. So he's the one that called 911, not her. When the officers got there, she changed her story, but they arrested him anyway.
Yeah, I wonder why. He's dating a Karen. He got a Karen.
And he called the police out of concerns. He called the police out of concerns about his girlfriend. So he never said that, she did anything to him. And they live together.
And now she messed up the church's money. Well, I guess, let me stop.
Of course. You know what it is. That's why I'm going to court today. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter if you recant something. It don't matter if you say, no, it didn't happen. Like, we got him. We got him in the web now. Now we got him in the web, and we can add this and we can add that. We can add, I don't know if it happened, where it happened, if it was outside or whatever. Now it's public intoxication. And now it's this and that and that. Now it's whatever. Yeah, they got him. But hey.
And that's in part because that's what the prosecution is supposed to do. They have to justify why they've even brought this up to be a case in the first place. So a lot of times when the person who is, saying that you did all of these things, they go to recant, they're like, no, it doesn't matter. I've seen somebody do 5 years off of a recanted statement. The prosecutor said, you know what? I don't care if you are saying that you don't remember. I don't care if you're saying that this didn't happen the way that we said it happened. We're moving forward, and we're going to take your original statement from the case. And they gave this man 5 years. He had to walk that 5 years, lost his business, lost everything pretty much in like 5 years out of his kid's life. And so, you have
and they
to
pulling his commercials too. I saw
pulling his commercials.
I was like, dang.
Immediately. And then what happened? His Yale peers came out of the woodworks. Oh yeah, he was aggressive and abusive. When he was in school, he was this and that back up. When he was in school. So
you should have fed that hoe. She wouldn't have done that. You should have fed her.
Well, allegedly, the whole story about the car was a lie. They were at home. They were never
so they wasn't in the car.
Allegedly, allegedly, according to this police.
Put that picture back up.
Allegedly, according to the police spokesperson, they were at home. That story she made up. She made up the story about the bar. Allegedly.
I bet you he was pissed because she made him wear that hat. That's what he was pissed about. That's where the whole argument stemmed from, because she made him wear that damn hat. Don't no man put that hat on and do the little thing on the side. Don't nobody put that little thing on the side and make it sad. She said, no, make it sad again on the side right there.
He wanted a Black Panther. That's why she got it.
Yeah, that's what that looks like.
Was he in Black Panther?
No, he wasn't in Black Panther. It was the Ant-Man. He was in Ant-Man, and then obviously
I forgot the other Marvel movie. Yeah, he was in Marvel.
Yeah, she wasn't in Black Panther, and she damn sure wasn't near a refrigerator. I'll tell you that, boy, because that old girl right there, I don't know.
Brandon Rick got jokes.
Should all the cops? Someone stole the girl's breast. Someone stole the girl's breast. Hey. Hey, we in the safe. Hey, we're here all weekend. Hey.
She holding his hand awfully tight. Look, they in love. Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
He in love. She wasn't in love.
Shoot. Anyway, that is just, when you recant statement. But I know why they do that. They claim that victims recant statements, which is true because they might be in fear of the repercussions and they might be scared. So I get it. But this is the little web that they put him in when he calls the cops. And fellas, this is what I always told guys. If you get into a situation where things get out of hand, you need to be the one who calls the cops. The person who calls the cops is normally one, but you got to say she did something. You can't just say, I'm worried about her. Because now you leaving it. You got to say, she did this, this, and this. Come get her ass and bring a sandwich. Come get her ass and bring a sandwich. I know what the women want to say. I know what these two they want to say. That's what he get from messing with a white girl. That's what they want to say. They want to say, let it out, girl.
That's exactly what they were saying.
Let it out.
I can't say
let it out.
But I'll just say what I said the other day, that women of color a lot of times are least likely to call the police on or make frivolous reports. Not all, but least
not
likely.
all, because that ain't happening to monster. Well, go ahead.
I said least likely. That's what I said. I ain't gonna say all, but I'm gonna say least likely to call the police on you. So
I'll say it. That's what he get.
If two female squares weren't going to say it, I'll say it. It took the words right up.
Yeah, said it. She said that's what he gets. You messing with the YT, you messing with a snow bunny and her.
But when you go about, my thing is when you spend 4 years at Yale, you're surrounded by snow bunnies. So at a certain point, that's why I say about these basketball players. These basketball players
he was only at Yale for 4 years.
That's a long time to be surrounded by snow bunnies for 4 years.
Clearly, his mama is black, and he was around her longer than 4 years. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I hate to break it to y'all. 4 years of people trying to have sex with you is more influential than 35,000 years with your mom.
I'm pretty sure before them cops got there, she said, "I'm gonna ruin your black."
Well, that's all y'all famous last words, but I get it. Yeah, I agree with you. But that's all y'all famous last words. You ain't never, you motherfucker. You ain't gonna be shit without me. Shit, I wasn't shit with you. That's why you leaving me. I will too. That's what he gets. I wasn't shit with you. That's why you mad. You gonna fail? No, trust me. I got alcohol. Alcohol to help me fail. I don't need to. Ain't got nothing to do with you not being around me, girl. Ain't nothing about you going to change my life. You not being in my life. Trust me.
This hit home.
Trust me. Yes, it hit home. Ain't nothing gonna change. You ain't never gonna. You girl, I made you, homie. Like, stop playing with me. I made you, homie. I put you in them clothes, homie. Stop playing with me. You ain't never rode in no car like that, homie.
Who put this thing together?
Who put this thing together? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You VIP at Madison Square Garden. Please stop playing with me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone right now. I'm just getting ready for this topic. I'm just getting loose for this topic today. I just can't wait to play this damn video. Are you good? Are you good, Mo?
I am good. Allegedly has sailed.
All right, allegedly has sailed. Now let's get to these people, these organizations who are trying to change the name that we can call mothers. Let's get this and spread the word now, y'all. Go text somebody. Go do something. Go let somebody know. Get all the comments. Get all the cancel culture ready. Let's get it going.
Where you about to go?
Let's just play this video. Let's just play this video that I think this is Congress where they're trying to
mother to birthing people.
Black birthing people. Black birthing people. Black and indigenous birthing people.
Is the administration's official policy to replace the term woman with birthing people?
I was a little taken back when I just read it and saw it, that the term mother was gone in spots and it was replaced with birthing people.
Again, if we're trying to be precise in the language that's...
Mom's a pretty good word.
Everything that's worth living and dying for is under attack right now.
This environment that has been
created and corrupted and manipulated, does not respect women, does not respect children, does not respect men. It cares nothing for family. If that is the society that we want to live in, then we need to see how crazy we are. Really. The world is in the condition that it is in because of the disrespect of the woman. There's so much that we place around her because, as we are also taught, that when you teach a man, you are teaching an individual. When you teach a woman, you are teaching a nation. Every prophet came from the womb of a woman. Every intelligent, strong, powerful man and woman came from the womb of a woman. So that's why they have to attack mother and remove father, because before you can get to her, you have to get through him. Every wise nation has security, and the man is supposed to be that security. Can a woman secure too? Of course. Are there female warriors? Absolutely. However, because of her value, because a whole nation comes out of her, so you must be protected. And the man having that essential position by nature, so someone who knows that about you will do their best to make sure you are removed, because there is a standard of conditioning that has to take place. Man, woman, child. If I want to get to that, I have to remove your protector, because he is watching to make sure that everything that goes on in this environment is safe and secure. That's why I do it masculinity, because oh damn, if there's real men around, we can't really do what we want to do. And if there are real women, we for damn sure can't do what we want to do, because she's going to protect that child, he's going to protect that woman, and they both are going to protect society.
All right, so the way y'all want to play is that the two women on my show, even though they're mothers and they're women, you want me to call them birthing people.
I wish somebody would call me a damn birthing
First of all,
person.
just on the light side of things, it don't even sound right. Like if I'm describing, if guys are around and they're talking to each other, you're not going to describe somebody as having that birthing person had a fat ass. It don't even flow. It doesn't even go. It doesn't even, like when you describe and everything like that, just on the light side of things. But I'm gonna let y'all women, because I've been telling y'all they've been trying to move y'all out for months. I've been telling y'all they've been trying. The day Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year, every woman in America should have been so disrespected. With all the women that have done things in this country, with all the women that have fought for their right. But you know what? Y'all gonna give it to Caitlyn Jenner. Every woman should have been outraged. But you can't be outraged, because if you're outraged, they say you're homophobic and you're against the LGBTQ or whatever it is.
Don't be disrespectful.
And they try and hush you, and they try and put their hands over your mouth because they're worried, because they're like, you're gonna get canceled. Fuck being canceled. These two women here are mothers who are women who have raised children, including Lady Q, including the mother of my children, including my own mom, my sister, and all that. You think you think you're going to get me to call them birthing people? That's what y'all think y'all going to come and change a whole environment that we have lived in, and you're going to disrespect women by calling them, making them a name, making them sound like some type of product?
So what do you say to being inclusive to the people that feel like they're women and they want to be included as well?
Well, guess what?
Let's start at mom.
You know what? Listen, they not women. This is the thing. This is what gets me. Why is it that you want me to accept you and your thoughts of how you perceive you, and you won't even accept who you are in the beginning? How am I gonna accept that? You won't accept that you just a man or you a woman. That's how you were born.
They don't
That's
feel
what
it.
I'm not talking about what you feel. This is what you are. You want me to accept the fact that you can't accept you. You won't even accept you, but you want me to accept this idea.
Trendsetter.
Trendsetter. I'm not no birthing person. I'm a woman. I was born a woman.
But you offend a lot of people. I'm not saying I agree, Shawnee, but you offend a lot of people when you discredit
They offend me. They offend me. So what about my rights? So just because you decided that you don't like the way that you were born and you want to do something different, I'm offending you? You better take that up with God. I didn't create you. But don't be mad at me, because when I look at you, I'm like, okay, well, shit, you look like a boy. Hell, you was born a boy, right? That they say male on your birth certificate, right? So don't be mad at me. You won't even accept You won't come to terms with who you are. And we do this all the time. Mike can probably attest to this. When you go to rehab, they want you to accept that you are what?
The alcoholic or a drug addict.
Okay. So if you want some healing, accept who you are. You were born a certain way. So you like putting on dresses. You a man that like to put on dresses. That does not make you a woman. That don't make you a woman.
My thing is, you can, if the way you feel, you say, I feel like I'm a woman. That's how you feel. I'm not going to refute whatever you feel like you are. But my issue is, why do I have to change who I am or who I say I identify as and who I was born as just to make you feel comfortable? Because if I'm saying to you, hey, that's great, you identify as a woman, that's your thought process, it doesn't do anything to what I'm doing over here. Why is it that why do we have to change the whole system to make one person feel comfortable? I am not a birthing person. Birthing is something I did as a mom, as a woman. It is something I did. It's not how I identify. Like, that's basically saying that this is just who you are. You're just a person who births things.
And all women can't give birth.
Offensive. And all women cannot can't give birth. Yes. So I find it very offensive. And one of their rationales, I was listening to the clip, and they were saying one of their rationales was that they want to be consistent with the language. In the document, want to be consistent with the language. So why not be like one of the men said, well, let's start at mom. If you want to be consistent in the language, let's start at mother. But to say a birthing person, to dumb it down to something that the terminology is so detaching from the person, is sad.
Lady Q with the Q comment. I am a mother, but I do recognize that every woman that gives birth isn't a mother. Don't call me a birthing person, but if a trans man wants to be called that, I will call a trans man that. This is what kills me. I will call you that if that's what you need to be called, but you're not going to change my terminology on what I am, not what I identify with, what I am. So
she said every woman that gives birth isn't a mother, huh?
No, she said, I am a mother, but I do recognize that every woman that gives birth isn't a mother.
If you give birth, you're not a mother?
She's saying some women don't act as mothers. They're not mothers. They're not mothers. But this is what I'm saying. Not only do you want to be recognized as what you're recognized at, now you want to change how we recognize ourselves. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you want to be
Born again denominations use the phrase birthing people to refer to the work of the Holy Spirit as a particular ministry as new people are evangelized and born again. Gotcha, Trendsetter.
But let me say something even to that point, Trendsetter. People cannot take, this is another example of people taking things out of the Bible and saying, oh, this is perfect because this will really make my point and drive my point home because it says it even in the Bible. No.
So if your job requires it, you can lose your job if you don't refer to people that at work. You got to respect the pronouns. They may say that too offensive. You can't.
They can't control how I recognize myself. They can't control how I recognize myself.
That's against your constitutional rights. That's number one. But number two, this is why it starts in legislation. You see these bills and these things that are on the legislature floor that are actually talking and speaking to language. Y'all better pay attention.
So y'all not accepting the community? That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm accepting what I am.
That's not what I ever said. What pisses me off is I'm over here in my box doing my thing, but you want to come jump in my box and tell me what to do in my box. Now, stay over there in your box and do what you want. I don't want to hear nothing about I'm not respecting you because I'm not paying attention to you participating in whatever you. I don't want to. The same way you don't want to be who you was born. I don't want to. So if that's what you want to do what you do. But don't come at me and say it's something wrong with me.
But the fact that it's at Congress, it has to have some validity, right?
It doesn't. Anything can get to Congress.
Anything you can put anything on the floor, right? But if you listen to what the rationale was, he said we want to be consistent in the language. So when you're putting something on the floor that you want to get passed, the language for everyone has to be consistent. And I think that that's a bullshit ass rationale when you're talking about changing, because that changes everything. Now you're funneling into the Constitution. You're funneling into the language of how does the Constitution describe us? Man, woman. How does the Constitution describe us? So I just think that, again, using that type of language in law,
It's Special Persons Day.
No, it's not. No.
And,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Red Boy.
said we're supposed to do it Mother's Day, like they did with Father's Day. It's special. It's a Special
Let me tell
Persons
you
Day.
what
or
I'm
Special
doing on
Parents
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I'm getting Mother's Day cards. I'm getting Mother's Day candy, and I promise you, y'all can do whatever y'all want. But them Mother's Day commercials are still gonna run because it makes money, not because they give a damn about people's rights, because it makes money. Ain't gonna be no Special Persons Day over here.
But there's Pride Month, because I'm gonna take the gay out of it. There's Pride Month now, right? Where there's all these different celebratory months and days to different sects of people, right? Sex, not sex, but different sects of people. We have Indigenous Day. We have all of these different days, right? None of that changes who I am. So my question is, why are they trying to change the terminology when it comes to law? That's my biggest issue.
Let me explain to Lady Q. She said, Lady Q, comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspire. I want to know why is trans women that are always complaining about something? Because they used to be men, and men innately want to get their way.
Because I get confused. I don't know what a trans woman.
Oh, Mike, you just got deep with that, Mike.
I don't
know. Men.
So a trans woman is a person that was born a boy.
Yes.
Okay.
So men innately in your genes, in your man genes, innately, you want to control the narrative and you want to get what you want. That's why. That's why.
I wonder if there's some science behind that, Mike. I think
that doesn't change. That your mind doesn't change.
As a man, we want what we want. So even you still deep down.
Well, I think it's an attack on women's rights. That's the way I see it. I like this is bigger than just that. If we're diminished to a birthing person or something less than what we are, what happens with our rights as women?
And what do you call women who can't give birth? What are they now?
Yeah, what are they called? You got a word for that?
Yeah, because some of them.
What you gonna say? They out of order or something? The machine don't work. I rarely see trans men saying they want to change terms.
And trans men are women, right?
Women who
the reverse. So the woman that wants to be a male is different than the man that wants to be a woman.
And please don't use the tactic. Well, you know, so many people are getting attacked, and what you're saying right now is going to force more attacks on. No. Those people who attack people for being who they are, we're going to attack anybody for being who they are. I can't help those idiots. I'm talking about what I am. You're not going to change what I am and the words I use to describe me. No, and you want to make it. You want to make everything a generic store.
But how do you make everyone fit in, though? How is there a way to make everybody fit in and feel
simple, and we've been trying to do it. Do you? And we don't give a damn if you do you. If you want to be called that, we will call you that. You just can't enforce that everybody says what you want them to say about themselves and people they love. Rewrite Shirley Brown's song from woman to woman to birthing people to birthing people. You stupid as hell.
Go back to RG's comment.
It's just a ridiculous. Congress doesn't make false things true. It's their opinion. All of them have opinions, just like we do.
But the issue with that is those are the people who make who pass our laws, who pass what society follows. And so here and again, pushing an agenda politically, right? You put it on a political platform, you push that agenda, and now your employer has to follow this, right?
You have to. You can lose your job.
The companies have to follow that. And then what happens to society? Society conforms to whatever whatever the
how hard it is at work to call somebody a they. when they look like a girl,
And
or you gotta say they, or you gotta say she. Like,
your mind.
it's so hard.
I'm not doing all that. I'm not.
But you have to at work, Shawnee. You have to at work in corporate America.
First of all,
I'm not doing it.
They have a name tag. They have a name tag.
I'm not doing
that's why I ask everybody what their name is. Excuse me, what's your name?
Mike, that's too. No, it's not that easy.
But wait. Let me just say this. Okay. The person made a comment. This is why I don't pay. I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even wasting time on it. No, you better waste time and you better pay attention and you better speak up on these topics before it's forced down your throat that you got to call your daughter a birthing person when you're in public. That's why you better pay attention and you better be in an uproar. And I've been yelling this out on this platform that women should be pissed off when they're trying to decide what you're called. Once again, now it's not. It's another form of man, another original man trying to dictate to women what they should be called. Because originally you were a man and now you're a woman. Cool. But originally you were a man and now technically a man is trying to tell women that they should be called birthing people. Same shit.
But I get it on the other side too.
There's different cover on the book.
What's the other side?
Well, because like I said before, if Mike wanted to be called Michelle, you have to respect that. You can't say I'm still going to call you Mike.
But I'm not telling you to change what you are calling yourself. I'm not telling you that you need to call some everybody else in your life what I want to be called. If you want, it's an individual thing. You want me to call you something, I will respect it and I will call you what you want to be called. If you are pregnant, I'm like, oh, you're birthing. Oh, you're a birthing person. Cool. But you're not going to get me to say that, God willing, to one of my daughters. You're not going to put that on me. You're not going to put this shit on me.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest issue. Why are you trying to change me when I'm accepting this is who you are? Fine, cool. Be over there and do whatever it is that you want to do. But why is it that you have to go to the great lengths of changing me, what I say I am, what I was born as? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it because that doesn't equal out to respect. What it does is it equals out to now you're disrespecting me in order to get what you so-called feel is respect.
And this is why when everybody is so adamant that they're a Democrat or this is why you Democratic cowards are who you are, because you're a bunch of hoes. And you sit up there and you allow stuff like this to go because you want to get your constituency and get these votes correct. I don't agree with Republicans or Democrats, but I agree with the Republicans in one case, that they do say what the fuck they want to say. They don't hide behind just trying to get these votes. Y'all cowardly Democrats don't give a damn about women's rights. What y'all doing right now is what is the easiest way to make my candidacy more positive. I'm inclusive. I'm all inclusive. No, you're just folding like a lawn chair because you know what you think, and you know you're not calling your mother, and you're not calling your daughter, and you're not calling your wife a birthing person.
And you know you're gonna lose, so you reason.
Well, most candidates try to make. And most candidates try to make their platform more palatable and more digestive to whatever it is to the audience because they want the votes. That's just politics.
Just be what just be what it is. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
And I'm gonna take it real left field. Go look up Joe Biden's creepy activity with young children when he's taking pictures with them. Go look that shit up. Go look it up. I want you to YouTube it. I'm not gonna tell you what he did. Go look up Creepy Joe kissing kids and rubbing on their back while they're taking pictures.
Yeah. Well, they came out with his daughter's journal and was insinuating that allegedly things were done to his daughter as well. I did see that.
Listen, I'm not even telling you. I'm just telling you, go look up Joe Biden's creepy activity taking pictures with young girls that are like 7 years old in front of their damn parents. And see how inappropriate his ass is, and then tell me how adamant you are that I'm a Democrat. You better be yourself. The new party is vote for stuff that help you.
Yeah.
Vote for
I mean,
vote for policies that help you.
But unfortunately, you have to pick a side when you go vote, and that's another thing. When you go vote, you are either registered as a Democrat or a Republican.
And I don't want to.
In certain races, you can't deviate from that. You can't change it at the polls. There's certain things that I think that are barriers, because what if your person or your party changes or shifts their views or shifts their platform? You're stuck either not voting or you're stuck voting for that particular.
And that's why I don't choose to be called a Democrat or Republican.
Yeah, I'm like, where my voter card? I know in that here, what election was it? One of them you had to pick either or.
You have to, because you have a certain amount of time to actually change it. So like say, you know what, I voted Republican last election, I want to change to Democrat. You have a certain amount of time to do that. And then
but you can still, but when you get when you go in there to vote, you can vote Republican even if you are labeled as a Democrat. Even if you did pick that,
you can push whatever lever you want. Yeah,
you can push whatever lever you want.
But you can't change your political affiliation on your card when you says that you are.
Yes, but that's fine. That's fine on the census. That's fine. But what I'm saying, the actual end of the day, you don't have to vote Democrat because you're a Democrat. Because John McCain did it plain and simple. He was a Republican and voted against the Republicans in his last stand before he passed away. If you don't designate a party, you can vote in the primaries, but you can vote for whoever you want. You can't. Okay. Right. You don't for whoever you want at the presidential election. You can vote for whoever you want. So you don't vote.
As they get in a candidate, because this is the Democratic Party time to figure out who's your nominee going to be versus the Republican. Yeah,
and that's the scam of all scams, but it's cool. That's the way they put it. But this is why y'all not gonna CNN. Y'all can't brainwash me. MSNBC, just like Fox can't brainwash me, neither can y'all. Because y'all cowards are sitting there and letting this agenda get pushed. Anytime you want to get some rights that take away rights from others, there's a problem with that.
And that's the biggest problem I have.
Problem with that.
Yep.
This
mom, I am not going to be labeled a birthing
person. She, you or she?
This mother, this she,
her.
This mom is
this woman
getting the parent drop off line. This woman, this mother, this mom is going to drive her kid that yes, she birthed, but that's not all I do. That's not what defines me. I'm out of here.
All right, enjoy. Special Persons Day coming up.
Enjoy. It's Mother's Day. It's a Shawn B. Karen White song, comes on the radio. Everybody's saying, I'm not your super birthing person.
I'm not your
kind of girl that you can live there. All right, I'm finished. Okay.
Oh, God.
In my Trump fake news.
Fake news. You just got to figure out a way, Mike. They have to figure out a way to make everybody feel included. It is the United States of America.
And I tell y'all something about America. Let me tell y'all something about America. America has never been inclusive. Ever. There are always people on the outside.
Right.
This country was based on not being inclusive. This country was founded on not being inclusive. I'm not saying it's right. But but you want to change it for your situation? We can't even get it all inclusive for Black people and minorities and people of color to actually be included in everything. We still can't get people of color to own a football team because the good old boys is sitting there and been blocking that for how many hundreds of whatever, as long as the NFL has been in existence. And now y'all, just get this. This is the country. This is Martin Luther King died for this. He tried to get everybody all inclusive. Malcolm X died for this. Tons of civil rights leaders died for this. I hate to break it to you. There's always going to be somebody who's going to be on the outside looking in. Always. And it ain't right. But it's facts. It's just facts. So no, I'm not going to call anybody in my family who has a child a birthing person unless they request that I call them a birthing person. Then I have no problem with saying you're a birthing person. But you're not going to force this down my throat with people who I know want to be called mothers and want to be called women.
So they're going to have cards that says happy, Special Persons Day instead of Mother's Day. It's going to have
the
cards.
ones that are going to sell the most are going to be the Happy Mother's Day cards.
But now it's going to slowly change.
My kids are still calling their mother. My kids are still calling themselves women. 19 and 16, and the twins are 16.
But you can't give somebody at your job a Happy Mother's Day card if they don't identify as a mother, because then you can lose your job.
And I promise you, I don't need to give anybody, but I can say Happy Mother's Day.
But they don't want to be called a mother. Now you going to HR.
I'm not telling the person who doesn't want to be called that. I'm telling the woman that brags about being a mother at work, and she says she showed you pictures of her children.
And they're talking about the people that don't want to be called mother, that because they're two moms or they're two transgenders that's raising a kid, and they want to feel included at school. They want to be able to go to those events, and they want to be accepted.
Go to the event.
Yeah,
go.
I'm just saying it's the other side. Not that I agree. I'm speaking for that other side, because I'm sure there's people that may think that way and want to be included.
I mean, nobody they want everybody to cater to them and be like, oh, we're such you go in there and sit down like everybody else and watch your child do whatever it is they do. And shut up.
But good point Lady Q made. They made for every group of people they made change, but black folk, we just need to get over it. Y'all get over it. That was 40 years ago. Get over it. We're not changing nothing for y'all.
And in that video, it keeps saying black women. In the video, it keeps mentioning for every movement, black women are gonna get used. For every movement.
Start on those t-shirts, action. DEI. What is it? Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
There is no inclusion in this country. Rich people won't even include us in situations that they deem that if your status doesn't financially fit our group, you're not allowed in this group. Rich people do that all the time.
But I can say,
how about this? Banks aren't all inclusive. If your credit score doesn't meet a certain thing, they will not give you a loan. They ain't all inclusive. Hey, I identify as having a 770 score. Oh, well, I'm glad you identified with that. But what you have,
that 420 is what we sitting on, homie.
What you have, my friend, is a 400 something. Yeah, but I identify with that. Lady Q comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspire. They call them special persons dance or events at school because every kid doesn't have a mother or father. I'm sitting there going like the father-daughter dance. If you don't have a father and the mother wants to come, let her come. If she's playing both positions.
But how does that mother feel knowing that the name of this title is father-daughter dance?
It doesn't change that
You know what? My kids felt that way. My kids felt that way about the daddy-daughter dance because they would have a daddy-daughter dance, and my girls could never go because they didn't have no daddy to take them to the daddy-daughter dance for years and years. Okay, and you know what? I just talked to my kid because life is real. Life is you can't go. Okay, your daddy ain't here. So, if you want to go, I'll take you. But they want a daddy, there with them. So we just have to talk about that and explain. I had to explain to them, well, it ain't going to happen. I can't sugarcoat it and hide it. And that's what people just got to do with their kids because the world is the world.
That's a lot. That's a rough message.
No. Listen to the rough message. This is the problem with society.
That's their life, though.
Changing the name of a dance does not change the situation. Does not change the situation if the dad's not there, the mother's not there. Nothing changes. It's the reality of the reality. It's a father-daughter dance, and maybe your father ain't involved in your life. Does it suck? Yes. It has nothing to do with the name of that dance. It has everything to do with the relationship you don't have with that person. That's what it has to do. But no, everybody thinks if we change the name, it's going to make everybody feel better.
No.
It's not going to make it. When you go home and it's your birthday, and he don't call or she don't call, the name of that dance don't change nothing. It don't change what you're going through. Everybody wants to change titles and think, oh, that'll make people feel better. No, the issue is that we won't deal with the real issue. Our district been doing, Lady Q comment, brought to you by Woke Up Inspire. Our district been doing that since I was in school, so it's not because of this movement. Yeah, it's this whole society.
Sugarcoating.
This whole thing. Oh, you can't say Christmas party at a job. You got to say holiday party.
It's holiday.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
That's
what do you think when you get invited to a holiday party? What do you think they're celebrating? When it's around Christmas and a job has a holiday, it's like we are like in third grade. When you have a holiday party, you having what? A celebration because Christmas is coming. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then don't celebrate Christmas. It ain't gonna change nothing.
What did Kathy say? Said amen, Kathy.
Well, people, we better listen to Mike's end of the show speech. Enjoy your life, because we are definitely in the last days according to the Bible. Look around us: war, floods, tornadoes, and pronouns. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think, you know, if your father is dead, that kind of matters to a kid. I understand, but it don't change. It doesn't change that the father has passed. He or she is still sad.
Yeah, they changed the name of the dance to Special People's Dad. They dad is still not there. Like, and that was the thing for my girls. It don't matter. They still ain't there. Even if somebody else said, "Oh, I'll take them to the dance,"
Your
you know,
uncle stepped in.
it's still like they daddy. That don't make they still are dealing with whatever they dealing with behind it. So I just tell them.
So the fathers that are alive and the fathers that are involved in their kids, in their daughters' lives, when the father-daughter dance comes, you don't want to call it father. So subtract that moment from the father and daughter who have a healthy relationship and God has blessed them to still be alive. They can't enjoy that moment. They can't enjoy going to the father-daughter dance. They didn't stop you. What was that? Yeah. Sequence. They didn't stop using the Confederate flag and it defended us. No, of course not. Until and there's still Confederate flags up, but you know they've made movements to take them down. Society has become so sensitive. Everybody's in their feelings. Everybody wants to believe that everything we can sugarcoat everything and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Just change the title, and everything will be just fine.
People feel included.
Special Persons Dance or Special Persons Day sounds like persons with disabilities. You said that, Don Page. Teachers have to call parties, Christmas parties, to winter break parties. As if we don't know.
44, Mike.
All right, I got to get out of here, y'all. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that, and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life, likes and views and all that dumb stuff. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. It's Michael Shawn, it's Jay Black, it's Shawnee Scott, it's Sexy Mo. We will see y'all tomorrow. The Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.